Yeah. Alright, yeah, the lighting's great because I just narrowly avoided absolutely frying everything in my desk area. I was just about to make this vlog. I was getting the tripod set up behind the computer monitor, and I knocked over my Yeti that I have now, completely full of water, right over the side of the desk, which my serger is sitting right underneath it, and it drenched my serger. I thought it was gonna explode. Yeah. So luckily I unplugged it, and so far we're all good. There's usually like a light strip that I have up here that gives me a little bit more flattering light, but this is what we're gonna go with today. So what's the deal? It is Friday now. It's 5:57 in the morning, August 16th, 15th. I thought it was like the 13th for some reason, but anyhow, this is my schedule now. I go to bed around 6 or 7 in the morning, and that's because the continuing news, the saga of me, is that I still am unemployed for, oh, this makes an anniversary or birthday now, just about. So this is a fun time. It's interesting because you say, they say be careful what you wish for, and I remember more than once ruminating on it. I just wish that I had a 3-month summer vacation like I used to have to get everything all going up, play all the games I wanted to play, and then you end up not having a job for a year, and it's like, oh, as an adult it's just kind of soul crushing. But technically I did have a job. I had a job in February until about the end of March, and then I got fired for the first time. So this is kind of a tell-all. This is real world. No, I don't know. But no, I did get fired for the first time, and that was quite an interesting experience. But anyway, so here we are. So it's August. I got laid off from the other job a year ago. It would have been this week, actually. So that's an interesting concept. But doing things, I'm in the basement. I've moved a lot of the stuff in the basement that I have down here. I have turned, I have to give you a tour of this room after a bit because it has changed. I've moved a lot of the stuff, or my consoles down here because Chris moved back in again. For anybody who doesn't know, Chris has got some medical things going on, so she is staying with me until she's better, which should be within a few months, which is great. So I'm pretty happy about that. But for now, she's camping out, and we're having a good time hanging out again. Late night talks. We talked around, I think, 3 a.m. I think I made too much noise, and she woke up. So she came out to talk with me while I had some food, and that was a good time. So yeah, we're navigating life and everything. She's got her thing. I'm navigating being unemployed for the longest time since I graduated high school and all of that. But yeah, that's a whole thing. I just got done watching this documentary about The Biggest Loser, which is a show I never watched, but I knew what it was. Apparently it started in '04, so I would have been a junior, and I remember not caring at all about reality TV, and I still really don't care much for reality TV. I like the first 3 seasons of The Real World, but you can see by the 3rd season with Puck, they were really trying to fuck things up, or get people to fuck each other up. But I really don't like reality TV very much, and watching this documentary, it's like, well, people, I think, saw it like they do with a lot of TV shows that you go on where it's like, oh, this is the message, this is what they're trying to accomplish, and it definitely sounds like that's not the case. So it was an interesting three-part documentary, and I'd recommend watching it, especially if you watch the show. One of the big YouTubers I watch was remarking about it because he would watch it back in the day, and so I was like, oh, I've never seen this, but I can see how it would be appealing. Something else I've been doing is, let's see, I'm going to have to show it in a minute here because it's on the camera's on the tripod. And you know what? Actually, let's see if I can do this. You get to admire my nice 5 o'clock shadow here, but check it out. I have been ripping my entire CD collection, which I promise you is more than just that. This is what I've got done so far up here. Oh yeah, hey, there's Zelda. I just picked her up this last week. Before all amiibos go up to like $30. But there's that. There is a bunch of socks. I think I took them off and I just never threw them back in the hamper. This is all CDs and everything. And then I've got more around, and I've got some upstairs, and I just bought another 100 disc spindle. And here's my first CD burner I ever had, so that's kind of cool. But I am ripping them all to FLAC, because that's what the cool kids do, and I am copying all of them. And you may say, why are you copying all of them, Zach? What does that matter? Nobody uses CDs. Well, I use CDs. And I'm tired of them being in my car, getting scratched to hell, because that's exactly what they were doing. And I'm like, I love my CDs. I don't want them to get all scratched up. There's a lot to CDs, just the majesty, the magic of them for me. Like, here's Audioslave. I remember the day that I bought it back in high school and giving it a shot, and then really, really liking it and thinking it was really cool. And that leads me into my main point, my next point anyway. A couple things I've been thinking about recently, specifically this week, is that, well, let's see, which one do I want to start with? Let's start with the quick one first, maybe. Something I thought about tonight is that, and I kind of thought about it before too, but I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I've been watching stuff and reading more things about things of the past, which of course I do often. But it's been said that, you know, we don't really have a generation right now, or an era, or something that makes it uniquely the generation we're in. Like the 70s, 80s, 90s, and all of today's other hot music. No, 70s, 80s, 90s, 60s, the 50s, all of those eras were distinctly that decade, and it doesn't seem like there is a lot of that right now. And my personal, I guess my opinion on it, or explanation, is because I think once the internet got completely mainstream, there's no singularity anymore. It's the media used to feed you kind of what it wanted, and it created this iconic vibe that everybody could all relate to. We were all watching the same TV shows, and we knew the same people and the same stars and the same musicians. And now it's like, can you tell me who's the most popular musician? I don't know who's the top right now. Like the latest one I can think of is like Sabrina Carpenter. She's huge. Or Taylor Swift, I suppose, right? Taylor Swift is so popular that you can't ignore her. So even people that don't like her or don't listen to her probably know who she is. But aside from that, you know, Taylor Swift has been around for at least 15 years, because it was back in Fargo. I remember hearing about her for the first time when she was still country yet. She's just been constantly at the top. But otherwise, there isn't anything that's distinctive about the 2010s to 2020, and then 2020 after that. There's events, but there's nothing that says, oh yeah, I'm a 2010s kid, or I'm a 2020s kid. Maybe there is, and I'm just missing it. But I don't feel like there is. And because of that, it really feels more like a choose your own adventure. That's how I feel. I am specifically choosing my own music that I listen to and curating it, because there isn't just, this is what you should listen to today. There's everything, and you have to filter it out yourself and decide what you want to listen to really get any semblance of continuity for where you're going. The continuity for music goes this way, apparently. And that's how it is with everything. I don't watch TV hardly at all. I don't like nearly anything that's on streaming stuff, although I've been watching this crazy show called Unreal, which I guess is from 2015. It's a show about reality shows. It's fiction, but it's really tough to watch, but it's really good. I think it's a real life case. I think it's a realistic example of realistic manipulation. But anyway, I don't know. It just seems like there isn't anything that makes this era distinct to me, except for the crazy ass events that are just getting crazier every day. That's how I feel. and I'm just trying to find things that make it unique, and there really aren't. And as I said, or I was alluding to, is it just feels like you have to make it yourself. You have to decide. When I look back at the 2010s, what made it stand out? I don't know, and I don't want it to keep feeling that way. I want to do something where, oh yeah, the 2020s were this. For instance, for me, I learned how to snowboard this last year, so I'm always going to think of this era now is when I started snowboarding. I don't think you can see it. Check it out. This is my snowboard. This is my new best friend as of this year. It is a Burton Instigator that I cannot get completely in the frame, but it's cool as hell. It's got the very pretentious and amazing step-on bindings and everything. This is like my favorite thing right now, and it's getting, I have to get the blades sharpened again because there's a little bit of rust. Actually, I just had them sharpened and all of that. But anyway, so that's the thing that I can think of, that makes it unique for me. Otherwise, it's just, I don't know what stands out about this time. Every day, it just seems like we hear about something crazier, and I don't know what's happening with the country, and I don't know what's happening with people and our national identity and everything else. Everybody is so divided and things, so I don't know what's fun and distinct about now. And now I'm beating a dead horse, but which goes into my next point about everything feels like a retrospective to me now. I was watching this documentary, and it was about a show that started in 2004 and went to like 2017, so 2017 is still 9 years ago, but like everything on YouTube is all, remember back when this, and it's not just nostalgia, it's like people like Turkey Tom who cover internet drama, and to me internet drama is, what is that, Encyclopedia Dramatica stuff from the mid-2000s. That's the drama that I remember and things like that. And then he starts showing us, or he starts showing me, I'm watching this, all the stuff that happened in the last 5-6 years, and I'm just like, geez, I don't hear any of this because everything is so huge that, again, you have to, you have your own path. You don't really, you're not all on the same path as everybody else, and it's crazy. So everything that I watch is, or it seems like everything that I hear about on YouTube is all stuff that has happened. It isn't like, this is what we're looking forward to, this is what is going on now, this is something that we all agree on, that we're all experiencing, and it isn't, because everybody is choosing their own path, and you have to find somebody else who's choosing that. And you can say that's always been the case, but really there's been the mainstream, and I don't know what is mainstream anymore. Maybe that's the whole thing. And because of that, I don't know about you, but I don't feel like I really connect with a lot of people because we're all watching different stuff. My friends and I are all playing different games. I don't know what anybody's playing. Tonight was finally the first time DJ and Scouty and I played 9-Bit Armies. That's the first time that like more than one person has played anything other than Overwatch that I can see, that I've been a part of. And high school, you'd have LAN parties, so we'd be doing it every week or whatever, and we'd all be playing the same games and saying, how far did you get in this game? Oh, I got here, and whatever. But now it's, no, everybody's playing their own thing, and a lot of them are old games. Skyrim came out in, 2011? People are still playing that. Fallout 4, Kyle is streaming Fallout London, which is a mod for Fallout 4, and one of the devs hopped into his stream and was talking with us, and that was cool. But again, I think Fallout 4 came out 7 years ago? I think I bought it when I first moved here. And nobody seems to be on the same page unless you're in that thing's Discord. And I hate Discord. It's not, oh man. So much stuff. I'm going to stay on track though. But because of that, it doesn't seem like a lot of me and my friends are on the same thing. And it seems like everything that's on YouTube is all looking back at stuff. And I don't know, that's just what I was feeling today. And I want to talk about it. I hadn't done a vlog for a while. And probably going to go crazy if I don't do something like that. So thought I would give an update on things like that. Here's something else that's incredible. This is my favorite manga right now, if I can even get it in the light. The Witch and the Beast. this is the most kick-ass manga I have seen since Hellsing. Personally, that is for me that I like. I think the art is incredible, and I like the story. And I watched the anime, but the anime only covers up to like book 6, and there's 10. What else? I'm rambling because it's 6:15 in the morning, and I almost blew up my computer along with everything else. Let's see. What else? I've been eating way too much chocolate lately. That's lame. And yeah. There's nothing else I have going on right now. I just wanted to give an update. It's like 15 minutes in. Just talking about feeling, I don't know, like I don't connect or relate with a lot. Not that's not the way to say it either. It's not making me sound like an outcast. It's more just, oh, where are we? Where are we? Not as a society, but as people of the same society. Where are we? We're all on different things, it feels like, and not having a job has given me a lot of time to realize that and to think about a lot of things. But let's see. Well, I'll save it for next time. But all right, I'm gonna run out of battery because I ramble. We'll see you later.